Hi everyone, I'm Sung Tao Yi. This is my video reflection project for IT 720. Before I discuss the definition of instructional design, I'd like to provide some background information about me. Before I studied instructional technology, I graduated from Temple University with international business major. I don't have any teaching experience so far, but as a student, I do have many learning experiences in different format of classes and different teaching styles. How do I define the instructional technology design? First, the instruction means the action or process of teaching. The design means the process of planning how something will look and be made. Just be short, the instructional design is a systematic process by using instructional theory and physical tools such as LMS, multimedia like audio and video to ensure the quality of instruction. It's the entire process of analysis of learning needs and goals and the development of a delivery system to meet those needs. It includes the development of instructional materials and activities and the evaluation of all instruction and learner activities. I believe instructional design has a considerable impact on two fields, which are the teaching in educational institutions and the training in workplaces, just like design the training program. First, let's imagine that a person stands in front of a group of students, talking to them, demonstrate something, and asking questions. That's always happened in educational institutions, and this kind of person is teacher. But how the course structure and the contents of course was formed? Instructional design played a very important role in the process of working with teachers to plan a course in advance or provide a new design perspective for current course and make recommendations and deliver the improvements, which means instructional design can make the traditional classroom centered to student and learning centered teaching approach. Whether in traditional classroom and online classroom, teachers want student engagement. Instructional design use interactive strategies to encourage the participation of learners. And every teacher wants all students achieve the best academically performance as they can. So the instructional design sets clear deliverable and accountabilities by identifying concrete and measurable objectives. Instructional designer reviews the design to trim down unnecessary components and create a stronger link between the learning program and the actual performance. Instructional design simplifies the learning for learners. Through analysis on learners, it identifies the easiest and the most effective way through which learner can get the information and training they need. As a result, the learning process is shortened, and the objectives are met more easily, and the resources are maximized. Besides educational institution, I believe every company needs instructional designer on their staff, or hire a third-party consulting firm to handle the training program. That's also most big company preferred. Hiring an instructional designer will help the organization maintain a high quality within their training program. Once the company decided to pursue a training program and reach the shared agreements on how to define and develop the initiative, the instructional design team can take the next step. What's the next step is deciding what contents to offer and how to design the instruction and deliver it. Even the company doesn't want to have their own instructional design team, a professional third-party consulting company that provide instructional design service can help companies in identifying the causes of their employee performance issue and isolate gaps that can be treated by training based on the objectives set by the organization. They can also work with the company in setting up their own learning academy or corporate university, which involve a more strategic and structured approach to design a training program. One of the advantage instructional design has is customized training. Customer Customized training development involve resources working with your expert to create solutions for your training needs. The second thing is cost effectiveness. Instructional design simplifies the learning for the learners. Through careful planning, it identifies the most effective way through which learner can get the information and the training they need. And also, the instructional design can provide and create high quality learning materials. We are not only developing instructional materials, but we also select and use a variety of techniques to define the instructional contents and strategies. But the instructional design also has some limitation. The first thing is possible lack of cooperation with course instructors, because most of faculty members would believe they should make the decision about how the technology used in their course, because they will be the one teaching with the technology. In this time, it's hard to bring great knowledge of educational technology and have implemented. And also the time consuming to implement. Design a training program or design a comprehensive course, it will be spent a long time. And the next thing is limit creativity. Limited knowledge on the specific subject is very common because the instructional designer cannot know or cannot familiar with every subject they design. How would I use instructional design? The first stage is analysis. First, I want to conduct a needs assessment. I want to analyze the potential learner. I want to analyze the learning environment. And the stage is design. The design of the learning program is based on the analysis result. Design on this stage, we can identify the recommended contents, instructional materials, and instructional strategies, and the delivery methodology, and assessment activities to improve the training effectiveness. The next stage is development. Development includes the actual preparation of instructional materials such as storyboard, online learning modules, and assessments or instructional materials. The next stage is implementation. This is the actual delivery of the learning implementation, either face-to-face or online learning classes. The last stage is evaluation. This is very important stage because during evaluation, the objectives and of the training are revisited, and the performance of the learner is evaluated based on these objectives. Hi guys, I'd like to share my personal perspective from my experience to use what I've learned to create an online course last semester. I'm really glad to have this kind of experience of demonstrate the instructional design skill in such a real class setting. Last semester, I created two completely online courses on the two different online learning platforms, Canvas and Schoology. It's a very fresh start for me to create a course. It's not that easy to create a whole course. Many things you should be considered to create the syllabus, create a module, week by week, selecting and modifying the learning materials, especially the assessment part, is frustrating to me. Whether multiple questions or essay questions, short answer should be match the learning goal in each module. And the quality of these assessment questions is not that easy to control. From this beginning, I believe from the beginning, I believe the friendly interface is the first thing students may want to have. Because for taking a new course, learner can be easily get confused and don't know what to do next if the interface is not clear. Making every section concept but useful is very important. I really appreciate this kind of appearance. Let me know what does the instructional design work look like. Okay, thank you guys. I believe the future of instructional design will be more focused on mobile technology. So, what opportunities does the trend present to instructional design? An important consideration when addressing the conversion to mobile format is that the learning content should be reduced to much smaller discrete units than in a classroom or desktop laptop e-learning course. And the second thing is readability. We want to create an e-learning course for a smaller screen size. It's a mobile and a different type of approach should be considered. But however, the future of instructional technology is bright. Thanks.